Hi guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your weekly tarot card forecast for July 29th through August 4th, 2018. As always, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the tarot deck, 1 for your work and financial life, 1 for your love and romantic life, and 1 for your home and family life. As you saw, we already had one that popped out. Let's get those other 2. Okay, the work life is the one that popped out, so that's the first one we have here. In your work life, we have the Emperor reversed. Don't be tyrannical this week. If you are a boss, this could be you. Be careful that, you can be a leader without rubbing it in that you're the one who's in charge. Everyone knows you're the boss. You don't need to rub it in. You don't need to go around saying it. You don't need to have you need to do what I tell you to because, right. Don't do that. That's, I was going to say something a little more explicit, but that's not a nice thing to do. Everyone already knows all you're doing is essentially degrading people. Who may be trying to come to you with ideas and different way of doing things or different ways of approaching things, and you're just maybe shutting it down, saying like, no, we're going to do it my way simply because that's the way I said to do it and I'm the one in charge. And it could actually be a better idea. So don't do that. If you are not in a position of power, I guess, at work, if you're not a boss or a hiring manager or something like that, this could be that sort of vibe going on with your superiors. It could be infighting amongst them if there are different levels of boss at wherever you work. It could be like some infighting amongst themselves. It could be that they're acting that way towards you. If you can stay out of the line of fire, absolutely do that. This energy's gonna last a week, as far as we know. We'll see next week if it bleeds over, but right now it looks like it's going to be this week. So just try to put your head down and work through it. If this is an ongoing problem, maybe you should consider finding a different place to work if that's been something that you've been kind of kicking around. But this is going to be what's going on this week. In your love life, we have the High Priestess reversed. Well, it looks like maybe people are just going to be in a bad mood. Because this card is talking about some sort of emotional or mental manipulation. Now, again, I'm going to caution you, if that's you, what are your motives? Are you trying to control someone, to keep them around, to keep them in your life? And if so, why? If you have to force someone to be in your life, do you really want them there? Because clearly they don't want to be there. This could also be you on the receiving end of this again. So keep your eyes open for some controlling behavior. Are people trying to make you say or do things through their actions? Are they trying to essentially further their own agenda through you? Also, I'm getting a strong feeling of guilt. Someone's gonna try and make you feel guilty, saying, you always do this to me, or you always are, anything that starts with you always, just stay away from that in general, in relationships. Just, that should be a flag for you. But I'm getting the feeling that someone is going to be trying to manipulate you, make you feel guilty, and it's solely for the purpose of them getting what they want and furthering their own agenda. They don't care about you. They don't care about how it's making you feel or what hoops you have to jump through to get them what they want. They just want what they want at all costs. Now, keep your eyes open for that. Again, if it's you, do some self-reflection, because this could be you as well. In your home life, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. This is talking about delays, feeling like a situation isn't going anywhere. And it could be all in your head. It could be that something's just taking a little bit longer, but you feel like maybe it's never going to happen because it's not happening on your timeline. And we get that way sometimes, right? We get anxious or antsy about things. Um, and that's fine, but don't let it make everything crumble. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because things aren't happening exactly when you want, that doesn't mean that they're never going to happen. And it doesn't mean that that's the reason to uproot a whole deal or a whole situation because it didn't happen on your timeline. You don't get to just throw everything out because people are doing things how you want or when you want. Um, but you're going to be having that sort of feeling like something is going to be delayed, and because it's delayed, you kind of feel like it's never going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. This is still the ACE. This is still the initiation. This is still the beginning of a project. You just can't start it right now. So it's not that it's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen right now. And remember that there is a reason for that. There's always a reason that things are taking longer. And a lot of times, if you get what you want when you want it, it's not going to turn out as good as if you had just waited and let things play out naturally. Don't try to force things this week. That's what we've got going on this week. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. I pull a daily card every day on all of those platforms except for Facebook. So if you want to see the daily cards, go to Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. They will be up there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.